Good morning, my fellow yoga travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. Thank you so much for tuning in. It means so much to me, and I hope that you get as much out of it as I do putting into it. Anyway, it's Wednesday. Oh, my bad joke day. Oh, this guy I comes walking across the park, and he sees another guy sitting on the bench crying his eyes out, an older man. He says, now next one, oh my God, this piteous, your tears are, what's wrong? What's going on? He says, oh, my wife passed away of 50 years and I was so lonely. And then all of a sudden I met this beautiful young woman and she really cares for me and she loves me and she cooks for me, she cleans me, she takes care of all my needs and she makes love to me. It's just the most wonderful thing. Well, what's so bad about that? I can't remember where I live. Yeah, so sometimes the ravages of age with our memory, right? But right now I can remember to stay with what I'm doing here. Don't get lost in my bad jokes. Um, in a day and age where if you're still looking to Washington for leadership, and I left that in the 60s, still there's questions to be asked and points to be made. And one of the questions I like to ask is about leadership. So, in terms of your own mind, who are the leaders who inspired you as a source of empowerment, whether it's people throughout history that you might admire, or is there anybody contemporarily in our day and age that you look to for leadership? And if you do, how does that person mirror your inner inner excellence, reminding you of what's inherent in you as well? It wouldn't resonate with you unless in some way it fit. So I'd like to hear who carries the banner for you and how do you, in your own way, exemplify that? Let me know, and I'll let you know who does it for me. All right, so here we are. My psychedelic teachers remind you all the time we're all in league for spiritual discovery. In yoga, it's called satsanga, fellowship with truth. All those other people reaching for the light, regardless of what way they do it, you're united with them. And yogically speaking, my teachers always remind you that yoga teaches you equanimity in the face of all the vicissitudes and hurly-burly aspects of the world or life itself. But it keeps reminding you that what we think of as divine is as much inward as it is heavenward. But the idea is to use the body as the temple to neither pamper it nor neglect it, because yoga doesn't have any use for external display. It's all about inner cultivation, that any of the poses that you achieve are supposed to be an external representation of the mental state that you're in that helped you get to that place. My motivation teachers always remind me that it takes moral courage to be on this path, the honest self-evaluation, which is what insight requires. You got to break through your conditioning or any denial. And then if you do, you will learn to persist amidst the difficulties so that in a strange way, setbacks spur you on to further achievement or embodiment of the ideals that you choose to be the path in your life. Now, in a strange way, all ritual initiation challenges you, and it's a sophisticated way of both contacting and counteracting the pain that's in your life and the pain that's in life itself, so that afterwards you may comprehend why you're doing what you're doing. So when I talk about yoga ethics, yoga postures, yoga breath, yoga relaxation, yoga meditation, each one has a challenge, but it helps you to contact the difficult things in your life, the pain in your body, the conditioning in your mind, and how do you counteract it? By practicing these things and absorbing yourself, what I call attention density to all these issues. Afterwards you comprehend, as it says in the scriptures, heyam dukkam anangatam, the pain which is to come, you have a lot of control over that by the choices you make now. The seeds you plant today will be the fruit that you experience tomorrow. And my psychoanalytic teachers remind me that on a daily basis, both generously and frequently, show love to people, support people's artistic and creative endeavors, listen to people's dreams and concerns. And then if you have a significant other, it's almost impossible not to judge them in some way. So be curious, but not critical about your negative judgments that you have about a friend, a child, a spouse, or whoever. And then finally, my affirmation teachers remind you that life isn't always giving you what you want, but the contrast gives you an idea of a better place. And in your own mind, it makes you a vibrational match to that place. And once you learn to do that, you learn to live in a better place. And then finally comes the ultimate, the initiation from the elders. And they will say, never hesitate to approach spirit because of any feeling of unworthiness on your part. Turn to spirit as you are, because as long as it's sincere and wholehearted, spirit never refuses to help anybody. Have a great day.